Very good morning. Welcome to Faculty of Creative Multimedia. I'm Dr. Lim Kok Yung, the Deputy Dean of Academic and Internationalization, and I'm going to present why the courses that we offer in the Faculty of Creative Multimedia is the industry preferred courses. MMU Multimedia University is the 11th, one of the 11 university gazetted as Premier Digital Tech Institutions, or in short, PDTI, by Ministry of Education and Malaysia Digital Economy Corporations, MDEC. This is a recognition for MMU, FCM being capable of providing our students with first-class theoretical and practical training, giving our students a head start in the digital ecosystem, and to ensure that our future graduates that we produce are able to meet the nation's digital economy demands. Premier Digital Tech University, or PDTIs in short, are Malaysia's recognized leading digital tech focused tertiary institutions. That means the PDTIs have a proven track record in producing high quality graduates for digital tech based high value jobs via cutting edge research, education policy, strong industrial linkages, and career development and placement services. By one of the popular estimates in a World Economic Forum, it states that 65% of our children entering primary school today will eventually end up working in a completely new job types that don't exist yet. Especially in this industry, the specialties in demand is changing and the pace of change is set to accelerate. In such a rapidly evolving employment landscape, the ability to anticipate and prepare for future skills requirement, as well as job content and the aggregate effects on employment is increasingly critical for our students in order to fully seize the opportunities presented by these trends and to mitigate undesirable outcome. So by undesirable outcomes, I mean a mismatch of your qualifications and career. This is where we come in to address industry-specific talent challenges and provide future-proof education that can cope with the latest industry demand. Being part of the MSc Malaysia, FCM was part of the initial initiative to be a pioneer in developing creative talents. And we are the first faculty that was structured to target our degree towards the digital creative content industry. Now let's look at some of the reports on need analysis, as well as a gap research. So in the report presented by MDEC on 2020 skill demand trend, the demand for creative multimedia in 2020 is deemed to be 24%. And the skills required are specifically related to the use of various CCT, creative content and technology software, for example, Adobe and Apple editing applications. Hence, there's a need for expertise in this field, especially for those who have acquired the knowledge of this and the mastery of this software in the future. FCM in MMUs are among the few testing centers in Malaysia in partnership with A-Star for Adobe Certified Associate certifications. That means our courses are designed to get our students prepared with an ACA certification. ACA certification is an industry recognized certification that can be used to proficiently validate creative talent skills in Adobe digital media tool. It represents the creative skills in demand today that's very much needed by the industry and academia. And it's very well valued when it's presented on a resume or in a college application. as well as a job application. This is a report by MDAC as well on the gap in fresh grad supply and demand in 2020. As you can see, there is a shortage in supply of creative multimedia talent, and this is close to a number of 4,900. Right? This shortage is estimated due to large influx of graduates entering other field of study, for example, business. All right. Hence, in creative and arts domain, we face a critical shortage in supply. So, which means there's a very critical demand for expertise and skilled manpower, all right, in this field. This is estimated manpower needed in creative multimedia industry, presented by Frost and Sullivan, and it indicates the need for creative multimedia expertise is relatively high, and the growth of demand in creative multimedia employee or employment is close to 20.2%. Again, this indicate a very high demand for creative multimedia expertise and skilled individuals within the industry for the next 2 years. Here we have a digital talent report in 2017. It shows the job opportunities in the year 2020, which is now, has a tremendous increase of 45,000. A total of 20% of these opportunities require creative multimedia expertise and skilled individuals with the talent requirement to grow by 15% in the recent years. And we can see that this favorable economic outlook is driven by 5 focus areas, and one of it is actually CCT, Creative Content and Technology. On this table, you can see a breakdown of technology cluster. And you can see from the table, a total of 473 companies have been awarded under MSc Malaysia as of December 2015. And the number has increased much more in the rest in this year. There are 358 companies in relation to creative content and technologies, and they are still active in Malaysia. So this indicates an increased job opportunities and growth in the nation. Here you have analysis of the demand for creative multimedia technologies in Asia. And you can see the demand for creative multimedia in Asia has relatively increased over the year from 2005 to 2020. There's a huge hike on demand for creative multimedia in the year 2020. And hence, it shows that creative multimedia is very much in need in the near future. The country and regional analysis that I presented here suggests there's an urgency and importance of national and regional public-private collaborations to promote employment and skills, especially between the industry as well as the academia. We believe talent is one of the most important components of a robust digital ecosystem. In order to create the right talents collaborations between industry, academia, as well as the government, below are our strategies and initiatives to nurture the talent pipeline. Number 1, academicians with industry expertise. Number 2, industry-driven academic development. And number 3, constant collaborations with the industry. Now, industry or academia seems mutually exclusive in the past, but today there are many academics who join the university, especially our faculty, after they have gained a success or established themselves in the industry. One such professional avenue is a specialist teaching track in our faculty, where staff are given the opportunity to take a regular secondments in the industry to keep abreast with the development in creative multimedia industry. And we have a pool of academians in the specialist tracks who have many years of industry experience now joining the academia to become our teaching force. As far as our academic development is concerned, the academic programs that we deliver in FCM is industry driven. For the industry official engagement with our faculty, some of these industry-driven teaching methods by professionals are on par with industry standards. For example, our constant yearly industry preview for our final year project showcase, our course syllabus are constantly reviewed by our industry experts. For example, the CEO and co-founder of WOW Animations, who is also the director of Agent Ali, Usama Said, is actually our industry advisor for animations program. Our collaborations with industry partners within the ecosystems also provides our students with internship and employment opportunity. And with the track records of high employability rates of our graduates, it shows that we are able to equip the industry with job-ready graduates. From the tracer studies conducted by Mohi in 2015, FCM graduates have managed to garner over 90% of employability rate after 6 months upon graduations. And we are also refer as the industry, our graduates also refer as the industry preferred graduates. Other non-formal collaborations with the faculty in our academic activities include Industry Link FYP, Industry Standard Laboratory. For example, our animations and visual effects lab that's supported and funded by Astro. And we have many other industry sponsor events. So here we have some photo documented of our activities that involve our industry panels. On the left, you can see our faculty CSR activities or curriculum and syllabus reviewed and visited by our external examiners. And in our final year projects, critic sections, we constantly engage industry panels. Here on the left-hand side, you see our students' work being brought into a showcase in collaborations with our industry partner, Base FX. And there's the pictures on the right that shows the final year presentations with our industry panels, coming in as the assessor as well as advisor. Here's a final year industry preview with our industry panels from Giga Garage, Animonster, WOW Animations, as well as firm director, Mr. Ghazali. And from time to time, we have access to behind the scene material of a movie, for example, the Agent Ali's making, right, by our own alumni who have established himself as a director and CEO of our animation, Mr. Usama Said. And every year, we have industry-sponsored final year project and showcase, and that is an avenue for industry to actually come in and scout the talents that we graduating So meaning to say there's a high chance of our graduates to be able to absorb into the industry even before they graduate. Here is a bit of a history of the Faculty of Creative Multimedia. We have been around for 23 years and we consider ourselves matured in the Creative Multimedia program. Being part of the MSc Malaysia, FCM was part of the initial initiative to be a pioneer in developing creative talent. And we are the first faculty that was structured to target our degree towards digital creative content industry. The Faculty of Creative Multimedia was based in Cyberjaya and it was established in 1997. And in our Cyberjaya campus, we offer programs in animation and visual effects, advertising design, media art, virtual reality, interface design. While our Johor campus, established in 2013, offers cinematic arts in collaborations with the University of Southern California. These are the programs being offered by FCM, ranging from diploma, foundations, undergraduate, and all the way to postgraduate. We have just recently launched 4 diploma programs, namely Diploma in 3D Modeling and Animations, Diploma in Digital Motion Graphic, Diploma in Creative Audio, and Diploma in Creative Multimedia. And our popular bachelor degree programs offered in FCMs are BMM's honors in advertising design, Bachelor of Multimedia honors in animation, Bachelor of Multimedia honors in visual effects, Bachelor of Multimedia honors in media arts, and Bachelor of Multimedia honors virtual reality, Bachelor of Multimedia honors interface design. Along with our 3 postgraduate program by research, Master of Multimedia and Digital Learning, Master of Creative Multimedia, Master of Science in Creative Multimedia, as well as Doctor of Philosophy in Creative Multimedia. In the coming November, we are launching a new Master of Creative Multimedia by coursework. Here is a list of FCM notable alumni. We managed to produce a lot of industry leaders in the creative multimedia field in Malaysia. Many of our graduates have managed to become innovators as well as industry leaders on their own. Well-known companies in the creative industry like Monster, Giga Garage, Media Hustle, Monkeys Production, Blue Studios, Mojo Fixons, and so on, are founded and co-founded by our very own graduates. Our programs are not only instilling the students with the creative knowledge and skills to become content creators, but also entrepreneurs and industry leaders. Here is a Hall of Fame showcasing our very celebrated alumni. We do not only produce workforce for the industry, we are known to be able to produce talented graduates with entrepreneurial spirit that drive and shape the creative multimedia landscape. Right, that's very important for the expansions and development of creative industry, especially in the field of creative content and technologies in Malaysia. So if you are interested, welcome and enroll in FCM courses and pave your way into creative multimedia careers today. Do visit our website creative.mmu.edu.mind, or our university official website, www.mmu.edu.mind. Thank you very much. With that, I'll pass the floor to my colleague, Ms. Suhana Muhammad Saleh from the Faculty of Applied Communication.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lim. A very good morning to all viewers. And for those who just joined us this morning, welcome to our webinar on being industry preferred entrepreneurial in the applied communications fields. Okay, first and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Suhana. I'm a specialist in strategic communications and the program coordinator for Bachelor of Communications in Strategic Communications. So let me share my presentation today. Okay, so our topic for the webinar today being industry preferred and entrepreneurial in the applied communications. So basically, this is webinar highlights from our faculty. The first one, why you need to study here with us, yeah, in applied communication at the Multimedia University. And I will touch on the industry niche, yeah, the market in communication industry, industry linkages, outbound mobility program, entrepreneurial approach, embedding entrepreneurial learning, and future career. Okay, so let's walk through the presentation. Okay, at Faculty of Applied Communications, we offer program Master of Philosophy in Communications. Actually, this is a new program in our faculty. So we are still young. 2016, we established as a faculty, and previously we are known as a uh, life. Yeah, and the next one is Bachelor of Communication, Strategic Communications Honors. The new program that we launched in April, Diploma in Applied Communications. And of course, we have one language course, which is Foundation in English. Okay, so let's explore your future career with us. So what do you need to have if you plan to study with applied communications with Multimedia University? Okay, any relevant bachelor degree program in communication for its equivalent, this for Master of Philosophy in Communications. And if you want to study Bachelor of Communications in Strategic Communications, so you need to have STPM, Foundations in English or Foundation in Communications, Diploma or its equivalence qualifications. And if you want to further study in diploma in applied communications, or you want to take foundation in English with us before you proceed to the next, our bachelor program, so you need to pass in SPM or O level or its equivalent. All right. Industry niche. Why do you think that the people need to hire a candidate, especially to fill up the positions in communication industry? For example, corporate communications, public relations, or if you want to be a journalist in media industry or broadcasting industry, or if you want to work with the government, you want to apply for the post of public affairs. So this is where we are. So we will build a wide range of skill for professional communications in the digital age, especially in Multimedia University. So we have several subjects that touch on the digital platform. And we also equip students with content management, brand management, marketing communication strategies, writing skills, planning, strategic planning. We also equip students with the industry um, skill and expert. We invite them through our lecture and also industry talk. Okay, and what? So good graduates who are equipped with knowledge and capabilities in the contemporary communications environment. We know that the industry in communication is now changing. So this is where we are. We provide our students with all the latest content based on the um, advice, okay, based on the syllabus that we design, okay. We take into the account the industry demand, what do we need to have. So we have that in all our syllabuses. And who, basically, after you have completed the study from our faculty, so basically, you can be a good graduates that can practice good communication strategy and leadership, yeah, especially in the communications industry and also community organization. All right, so the industry linkages. We have our expert, we have our industrial advisor, and with us now, especially with a diploma in applied communication, we have Mr. Suhaimi Sulaiman, and of course, everybody know him. He is a news anchor, broadcast personality, media strategist, and also an entrepreneur. And we also have Miss Aliza Rahim, and she's a managing director and market lead at SN or previously known as Essen Marcella. So basically, this is the industry that focus on public relations, crisis communications, campaign, and communication strategy. Okay, the next one, we are going to move on industry that we have worked with and partners with. Yeah. Um, Also, some university that we collaborate, especially on outbound and inbound mobility programs. So we have universities such as University South Bohemia in Czech Republic, and we have National China University in Taiwan, and we have Chongqing Higher Vocational Educations, we have University Telkom in Indonesia, Nilkiris, we have National Mokpo Meriti. So for those who nowadays the trend, yeah, the youngsters, they love Korean so much, yeah. So we have quite a number of activities under the Korean Club, and we also have yearly uh, mobility program with National Maritime University in South Korea. Yeah, and in terms of industry, we have Astro Awadi Networks in Berhad. Yeah, so this is where we have the MOU with them, and basically we will invite speakers from Astro Awani to come and join us to give talk, to share the experience, especially in broadcasting industry. All right, so this is a few example of outbound mobility program, and this one in 2018, we bring our student for outbound mobility to Telkom University, Bandung, Indonesia. So we get our student to learn the intercultural communications by um, involving in all the activities such as language, to learn their culture, to learn their art, so on and so forth. And also last year, we have outbound mobility program with South Bohemian University in Czech Republic. It's the same thing. We learn intercultural communications. So the students get the opportunity to learn their culture, especially in terms of language and also arts. And for the industrial talk can visit for our student, we want to prepare our student with a good skill in communications, and we arrange various industrial talks and visits for our student. For example, if you can see here, quite a number of photos here, and we also have some other activities and visit as well. So like what you are seeing here, we have a visit to Kementerian Komunikasi and Multimedia. We have visit to IPRM, Institute Public Relations Malaysia, and we bring students to visit Astro, and we also have industrial talk from Liz Kamarudin, and she's our previous industrial advisor. And also the student organized workshops. Yeah? For example, for communication students, you need to have a good writing in press release, for example. So they organize workshops, for example, not your father's media release. Yeah, this is to show that how important the content, yeah, managing the content of your press release. And through this workshop, students learn how to write as a journalist, to think as an editor before they step out the press release. Okay. We also get our students to get involved in many competitions and community service. Like what you have seen here, we have two competitions here. We involve with community and youth competitions organized by International Sorok Timis, Chapter Bangsa. And the other one, we choose Syrian Refugee School, where our students go to that particular school and they teach English by using puppets. So this is what we expose to our students, not only learning in the classroom, but at the same time, we bring them out to learn the situations outside there, the community, the requirement, especially corporate social responsibility is very, very important in communications industry because CSR basically can give a good impact, the good image or the good reputations for the industry or for the organization. All right. We also expose our students, for example, under public relations strategies. So we organize media training and also mock press conference for the student so that they can experience how to face the media people, how to handle the cameraman, and how to handle the press conference, what are the key messages that they wanted to give to the audiences. And also here, in MMU, we also have capstone project for our communication student. So basically, capstones project is an academic paper that students need to fulfill in the final year of their degree course. Yeah, so they have to fulfill a capstone project to enable students to display their knowledge and gained during the course program. So they will choose topic or title and then they will do a research. Then after that, towards the end of the day, during the finding session, so they will present to us, yeah, what they have done, what are the prototype or what are the findings that they get, yeah, after they completed their capstone project. So this will help students to have a creative thinking, especially in collecting data, because analytical data is very, very important in applied communications before you organize any campaign, before you organize any communication activity. All right. Beside that, we also expose our students to the internship. So they need to complete 60 hours, yeah, before they go out to the industry. So basically, they will choose all the industry that related to the industry. For example, media houses, corporate organizations, government, non-profit organizations. So basically, this is a few um, industry or agency that our students attach during their internships period. So we have corporate organizations, we have bank and insurance companies, we have non-profit organizations, government, houses, and public relations and advertising agency. All right, now we move to entrepreneurial approach in the applied communications field. So basically here, we develop entrepreneurial skills to facilitate employability of our graduates, yeah, who will increasingly be called upon to be not only job seekers, but also, and above all, to become a job creators. So for example, we involve our students with entrepreneurship activities. So here in MMU, we have Seed and Rises, which is a yearly event. So we get our students to get involved, to come up with a project, to showcase during the Rises. So to come up with the creativity from the normal subject that they learn in the classroom, how do they embed to be an entrepreneur skills or areas. So by doing this, we can see that our student can think creatively. They can come up with a good content. And to be an entrepreneur, of course, you need to have critical thinking. You need to have content. You need to have strategic planning, especially in communication. So this is all the skills that we give to our students. So here are some of the photos. So you can see that the first photo they produce a video clip. So they come up with a storyboard, they come up with a script, and final of the project. So they will bring the project to the RISES, yeah, during the exhibition. So they will compete with other faculties in Multimedia University. All right. For this year, and after the health crisis in our country, COVID-19, and most of our classes is a virtual class. So this year, under event planning and management, and we also have other subject from diploma, interculture, communications, and also from foundation in English, academic writing. So we gather all these students to organize a virtual bazaar. So we receive Embedding Entrepreneurial Learning Schemes 2020 fund, and we choose to help all the beneficiaries, especially the entrepreneurs who affected by the COVID-19. So that's why if you can see the EL3, empathy with the life world of the entrepreneur. So this is where we call them and we help them to market their product. And this will happen on the 21st September 2020. All right. We also encourage our students to create their own job. For example, we have one of our students from Bachelor of Communication in Strategic Communication, and she is one of the recipient of Tabung Amanah Zakat Asidik Fund, which she start her business while studying here in MMU. And Umu Salma, she's a founder of Chicks Hug. All right, so let's see what are the future career. So the wide range of career choices in strategic communications, yeah, especially public relations and specialist areas such as corporate communication, public affairs, community relations, media liaison, health communication, social media management, government strategic communications, not-for-profit communication, stakeholder and community engagement, content planning and creation, brand management, digital and online communications. And if you are interested to be a journalist, so you can also apply a journalist positions in online or offline media houses and also broadcast journalists. Okay, so this is a testimonials from our product. So our faculty is still new. We started in 2016, and you can see that the first intake, we have our students that work with the industry, such as insurance, bank, and also IPG media brands. And also second intake, So they also work with insurance and strategic brand department with the Maybank, and basically they attach currently with the brand and communication and also the strategic brand department. All right. So with that, I end our sessions. And before I end our webinar sessions, so if anyone interested to come and study with Faculty of Applied Communications, you can visit our website, and also you can contact our marketing department to see the requirements for admissions, or you can contact us at the Faculty of Applied Communication. So with that, on behalf of Multimedia University, we would like to thank all our viewers or participants in today's webinar. And to all Malaysian, on behalf of the Multimedia University, we would like to wish you Selamat Hari Merdeka. Thank you and terima kasih.